Hey guys, Jen here, and welcome to Check This Game Out. Today's game is Guild Wars 2. Massively multiplayer online role-playing game recently released by ArenaNet for the nice price of $59.99 US. Now I'm going to go over a few aspects of the game. I'll try to avoid what most of our other videos have gone over, which is character creation and the basic things. Let's get into it. I have made a character and I'm already level 14. She is an elementalist and she is on the Dragon Brand server, just in case you wanted to know. So let's get into the game. I am in Queensdale, I believe near the swamp area. I'll show some combat real quick. Load. Here we go. Alright. Now I've had to... Yeah, no, I'm in the overflow map. Overflow server, that is. Now I've had to turn down a few of my settings. You're probably getting slightly choppy frame rate, and I apologize for that. The game runs great, totally maxed out, but if I'm running fraps, which is what I use to record the video, I have to turn down a good amount of the settings to get an acceptable frame rate to record at. So hopefully it's not too bad. It may be a little choppy, just bear with me. Now, combat. Let's kill this creature here. Kill it with fire. Drop some hide, not bad. About the combat I really enjoy. Now I can only speak for the elementalist because that's the only character I have right at the moment, but the combat is really smooth and fluid, and I really like that. It's not clunky at all. There's nothing clunky that I found about this game so far, other than the server issues that they've been having since the release of the game, but that's not something that I can complain too much about. It's to be expected with the release of any new MMO or the like. Movement is nice and smooth, action orientated pretty much. If you played the previous Guild Wars, you'll know it's a lot like that. Combat range is really good for ranged attacks. Breathing fire on me. Can't do too much to me. Out leveled it a bit. Well, I'm level 14. It's not too bad. Anyway, the quest I'm currently on is if they're green like this with the green star, that means it's like a main storyline quest. And I wanted to gain a few levels before I actually hit that, because I was sort of under-leveling the content, which makes it a lot harder. Bosses and mobs start to tear you up pretty quickly. So let's take a look at the map real quick. Here's my current location. Another thing that I like about the map, it actually shows you breadcrumbs, you know, pretty much where you've been. Now these fade over time. Well, being under attack, hang on. Anyway, they fade over time, but if you know, it really helps you from getting lost. I haven't had any issues with that.
Barely.
Maybe it'll knock me down. And another neat feature I find out is you really don't... The HP that you have, which is represented by this red ball here, it only is reducible while you're in combat. So as soon as you leave combat, you start to regen all of your HP back, which is pretty awesome. And your spells, they don't use mana. They're just on a cooldown sort of situation, which I also really like. Let's take on something here. And here's some other characters with their name in sort of a teal color. And the TIC that you see at this character is his guild name. So whatever your guild is, it'll be your name and then the guild name. Let's see if we can take this guy. He's frozen. You see the debuffs here that are applied to the creature. There's a good amount of players here right now. It's pretty good. Honestly, don't know if that's that he's frozen due to an error or that he's frozen by some player's ability. It looks more like an error to me because he was frozen pretty much the entire time we were fighting him. I highly doubt that's something a player put on him. Then again, it may be. They may just refresh it. Another interesting thing is when you swim, you sort of lose your abilities. As you can see, all of my abilities have gone gray except this one, which is a healing ability. So I need to be on land to use my abilities. I'm gonna half-ass this fight and see if this guy can knock me down. And I want to show you what happens when you do get knocked down or almost killed, as it were.
Still standing, barely.
And here's what happens when you get 4 special abilities. You get Discharge Lightning, Grasping Earth, Bandage, and Vapor Form. All of which are supposed to help you survive the encounter, because it's like you're knocked out but you're not completely dead. Also, this player here revived me. When you see a fallen player, when you approach them, you'll have a little icon appear here that says revive, and you can click on that and you'll start patching them up, which is really awesomely useful in combat when you're fighting, you know, with a group of people, because some of the bosses that you'll face are pretty hefty, and they'll start taking you out. Now this character here with the heart, let me explain that real quick. When you begin the game, excuse me for my uhs and ohs. Anyway, the area will be filled with these hearts, and the hearts will be, you know, empty. They won't be golden like you see here. They will be empty. I don't think I have any on this map because I've completed this map. And what you do is when you get near the heart that is empty, it'll come up with objectives. And when you complete the objectives, such as this, I did this objective. And when you complete the objectives, the heart goes solid and it unlocks the individual with the heart, and it allows you to purchase items from them.
Excuse me.
With the, I guess this is karma? Yeah, karma that you earn. And of course each vendor has, you know, various items that could either help you or not. I haven't actually purchased any items yet. I'm sort of just saving it up. And you can also sell. These are my bags. I don't have anything in the bags except this tattered hide. And that's really neat. It's sort of side quests. You don't have to do these things, but they actually help out. You gain a lot of gold, well, money. You gain a lot of money, and you gain a lot of experience, and you gain a lot of the karma, which can be used to purchase various things. Let me go ahead and travel here. That was a server queue. The servers are so full that they have overflow servers that are running. And to be honest, I really don't notice the difference because I'm not grouped with anybody. I'm not really doing anything in a group, so it really doesn't affect me very much. Now here are these icons here. You see they're wood. I can collect that wood if I want to because I have purchased the collecting equipment. You can purchase these pretty much from any vendor, and you just set them in these slots so they don't take your bag slots, and it allows you to, you know, collect the various collectible items. For instance, here's this tree. When you come near it, icon for chop, and you can chop it. And you do get XP for collecting,
just one more confirmation,
which is awesome.
How great I am.
And you also get like little daily and monthly achievements. I don't know if I know where that is. Here we go. Yep, daily achievements and, you know, variety, gather, events. And these aren't necessary, but they're sort of things that a lot of people want to aim for. And when you do get those things, you get a reward. So it sort of pushes you to do content daily, and then monthly, and then you're working on higher end achievements. So that's a pretty neat thing. Achievements are nice to have. It really motivates a lot of people. Let's go to the main city. How about that? Or the main city for this sector. I guess it's the main city. The green star you see here is the quest, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm actually going to port to this waypoint. You can port to any waypoint that you see. Even this, it's sort of graded out because it's on a different level. Like it's on a upper level. See? And here's a surface level. Anyway, I'm going to port here because this is near this section right here is where your profession trainers and vendors are. So that's where I will port. And I'll talk quickly about professions. I'm sorry this video is running a little long, but I'm trying to put in a good amount of information. Loading. And again, I apologize for the low frame rates. The game runs really good maxed out, but with fraps running it really, it's really heavy chopping on the frame rates there. Anyway, there are a number of professions in the game, like blacksmithing, armor smithing, jewel crafting, tailoring, pretty much what you would expect from any MMO. And the two, you can pick two. You can have two at a time, and you can change them out at any time. But I believe you lose what you've learned. I believe you may or may not, but I'm thinking that you do lose what you've learned. Anyway, the two professions that I picked were jewel crafting, and I've leveled it up to level 35 so far, making various items. And tailoring, and I picked tailoring mainly for one major reason, and I think this will be pretty profitable for anybody, is you can make bags, which is what you want, because everybody needs bags. Everybody may not need the items that you make here, but everybody needs bags, and everybody wants bigger bags. I believe the biggest bags that you can make at the higher end levels are 20 slot bags, and that's something, I want to make and start selling. As you can see here, I've made myself 2 bags so far, and these are bags I've found throughout the land, and this is an unlockable, which I can unlock for 400 gems, which I don't have right this moment. You can exchange gold for gems. I don't know if you can actually buy gems straight out, like for real money. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to have, but I'm not absolutely sure about that quite yet. Let's see what else. I showed some combat. I went quickly over the professions. The professions are really nice if you're into crafting. I like crafting, and it's fun, enjoyable. Let's see. It's quite a large city. See, that's me. I'm just this little pip, and of course the breadcrumbs show me where I've walked around. And there are a lot of things in a lot of shops and a lot of sections to the city, and a lot of storyline to go through, a lot of lore to go through. So I guess I'll wrap it up. Guild Wars 2. It's really proving to be a fun game so far. It is $59.99 US. I don't know how much it is in your location, but it's $59.99 US, and I think it's worth it. At least for me, it's been worth it so far. I'm not, when it comes to MMOs, I'm pretty much a solo player. I enjoy playing, alone. It's more of my pace. I can set the pace. Plus, I've got, wife and kids, so I'm not really able to dedicate a great deal of time. I have to stop and go. I have to get the kids, do this for the kids, do that, do that, and do that. And then I'm able to play for maybe an hour or so, and then I have to stop again, do this, and it really suits me in that manner because just the way it's set up. And I haven't actually ran into anything yet that actually requires you to be in a group, other than the optional They're not group quests. They're called events. Sometimes when you're traveling through the area, you'll pop up on the map an event is nearby, and you can participate in the event, or you can choose not to, you know. And if you do, you get a reward both in XP and money, and that's a good way to earn XP, in my opinion. I've earned a lot of XP doing that, actually, just, you know, going throughout the land and coming across these events that were going on and just participating in the events with other players. Anyway, really, there's a lot more to say about the game, but I know it's been a long video. I just want to cut it a little short. Should you try the game? You should definitely think about trying the game if you're not already in the game. I do wish there was a demo or some free-to-play option where you could check the game out and see how it ran on your machine, and I'm really against companies not having that ability because, you know, when it comes to computers, how else are you to know how a game's going to run on your machine or not unless you actually have the game? And sadly, you have to actually purchase this game to know how well it will run on your machine. On my laptop, my 3-year-old laptop, it runs quite good, everything maxed out. But when I have fraps running, I have to really tone the graphic settings down to get an acceptable frame rate. Well, I believe I'll end it there. My name is Jen, and this has been Check This Game Out, Guild Wars 2. I believe it's worth the $60. If you agree with me, or if you're in the game, post below. If you don't agree with me, post below why. Again, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you later. Thank you.